I'm in the process of running a video competition here on LinkedIn where we're rewarding video content creators, and that's been an interesting experience because I think one of the things that's challenging for video content creators is that in general, and most content creators in general, is that it's a challenge for them to try to monetize their content. This is one of the reasons why Facebook was up on Capitol Hill trying to defend themselves. One of the things that's really well known about Facebook, or at least what the public perception is, that, and maybe in this case the perception really becomes reality for a lot of people, is that Facebook will use your content to help monetize opportunity. And so Facebook, the platform, will monetize you in some form or fashion, monetize your content creation. Whereas the content creator is just creating free content and putting it up there. The reward for the creator in that case is likes or comments or shares on their content. It's interesting. I've seen a lot of video content creators come and go. I was probably one of the first content creators on the platform when they released the beta version of the video product. There was a very small community of content creators then. It was a very tight-knit community. Myself and Goldie and Fahad launched a hashtag campaign called #5videos. In fact, we believe it's still the second biggest hashtag campaign on LinkedIn, behind Let's Get Honest. And I think really that hashtag campaign from a video perspective really opened up LinkedIn video. I think it was a main driver in kind of challenging people to come on and start creating videos on LinkedIn. One of the things I think, Bob and I were just kind of talking about this offline, is one of the things that I think is occurring is this notion or concept of an echo chamber where people are taking similar content and just like templating it over and over and over again, talking about the same or very similar messages, and it just becomes this kind of echo chamber of sorts where you're getting the same message from a variety of different people in similar formats, with similar themes, and even similar functions, features rather, where people are even shooting the same angles and perspectives and using similar, editing practices and principles and such. And I think it'll be interesting to see how this proliferates. And at the same time, it'll be interesting to see what happens when other video content creators from other platforms come onto this platform and start bringing a different style and a different approach and a different technique to creating content. As to where it goes from here, when you look at the total number of users on the platform, registered on the platform, you're looking at about 500 million people. I still think in general there's probably a few thousand, if that, video content creators. There's probably only a few hundred consistent content creators, so it's very early stages in terms of the platform. My belief is that at one point it'll become the predominant form versus text-based posts. I know a lot of people probably would disagree with that, but I think what they forecast is by 2020, 80% of the web traffic will be video-based. So if you just look at the emerging trends and study the data and the statistics, it'll naturally bring you to that place, at least for me anyway. So I think, it'll be interesting to see what LinkedIn does with this and then how they monetize it. I think there's a lot of people using video I think a lot of people are just testing it to try to understand where the real value is in it for them as individuals. I see a lot of people talking about, utilizing it for personal branding and selling services. There's a few examples of people using it for B2C commerce. I'm one of those people, but there's not many of them. There's a lot of B2B business transactions occurring through the video itself. There's a lot of people building personal brands, which is really interesting to watch, building influence through their community, turning that influence into a natural transition into a brand, and then taking that brand and at some point trying to monetize it in some fashion. So that's really interesting to see in real time.